drama, magic, drama. What's going on, people? Oh my gosh. What a brilliant football we've witnessed today. What an incredible performance we've witnessed today. Are you kidding me? This is the reason why we love this game. But Patrice Evera, I love this game. Welcome to United Real Therapy, people. Therapy Army, where are you? What a beautiful football today, tonight. We've been blessed, people. We've been blessed. Au revoir. Swiss chocolate, Swiss cheese, Swiss wine. Get on it, people. Get on it. Get on Swiss watches. Hey, get on it. Hey, get on it. Swiss banking. Dodginess going on. Hiding money. Right, left, and center. Get on it, people. Get on it. Oh, my gosh. Talk to me. Talk to me about that game tonight. Talk to me about that game tonight, people. How can we? Talk to me. Honestly, talk to me. What do you think about the game tonight? Oh, my God. I'm getting giddy. It's Giddy FC, mate. It is Giddy FC. Mate, at the end of the day, he scored the goals for them to win the World Cup. And that's how it goes. Sometimes football is cruel. That's what happens, mate. Au revoir, my friends. Au revoir. Au revoir. Let's get it, people. Au revoir. Seriously. Seriously. Seriously, people. Is that how it's done? It's that how it's done, people. It's that how it's done. It is that how it's done. Seriously, people. Oh my gosh, people. Oh my gosh. What are you saying in this way? Swiss, there we go. Swing bang better. Lower than a transaction fee for tomorrow. My Swiss bank better. Big up Tim VK, man. Tim Vic, big up, man. Oh man. Oh man. Check that out. Oh my gosh. Saeed was doing something. I've sent him a text message to see if he wants to join us. But honestly, people, honestly, tonight, that's why we love this football. What people ask me, why do you love football? I tell them, because football at its best is what you witnessed today and what we witnessed tonight. It is pure, unscripted drama. Pure, unscripted drama at its best. Yes, people, let's have a call-in show. Why? That's what I'm talking about. Come on, have your say, people. Come on, have your say. Let's go, Therapy Army. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Get in the comment. Let's go. Julie, get on. Let's have your Swiss pulled got trousers. Oh, my gosh. That's the thing about, that's what I'm saying. People making substitutions too early. Bonjour, Swiss, mate. Bonjour, Swiss. I'm telling you. Bonjour, Swiss. Tom, take it away. What an incredible day of football. Au revoir.
Au revoir, indeed.
Bonjour, Swiss. Give me some of that cheese. Give me some of that chocolate. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Talk to me. Talk to me.
Oh, mate. I'm bloody speechless, though, to be honest. I mean, obviously disappointed, and thoughts and respects go obviously out to France and whatnot. It was obviously a capitulation near the end of the game. Really, they should have sealed the game out and moved on to the next round. That should have been the job, and it didn't get done. I think with some of the decisions though in the match, where they were still going for it right at the 90th minute, even though they were winning, was a little bit stupid, to be honest. When you might as well just shut up shop and then focus on the next match, really. And it kind of capitulated from there, really. But I think it was, like you said, this is why we enjoy football. This is why we love football, because it always has its surprises. And it has its surprise. Nobody expected the Czech Republic to do what they've done in the tournament this far. But even I predicted them to finish bottom of our group in terms of the England group. You know, people were in the same. You know, nobody would. I fully backed France to easily sweep aside the Swiss tonight, and complete. I'm. Yeah, I can admit when I'm wrong, and I've been massively wrong tonight.
No, but to be fair, none of
They
us.
deserve it. They
None of us.
absolutely
But I
deserve
give it to
it.
the Swiss. They turned up. That's what happens in football when you turn up and show no fear. No fear. You play with energy. You give it a go. You got nothing to lose.
Exactly.
Absolutely nothing to lose.
A
And even
flight
when we're 3-1
You've got
down.
a flight home to lose. That's it.
That's it.
A
That's
plane
it.
ticket
Fly
home.
home to lose. That's it. That's all you got. Flight home to lose. Oh my gosh. People are coming on here. People are jumping on. What go on, Jerry? What go on, Jerry? What go on, man? What go on, Noah?
What a day.
Oh my God.
What a day.
Listen, you need to send me off. You need to tell. So one of you watching me. One of you's watching me on YouTube. You need to send me off.
Jesus.
No, you need to turn me off. You need to turn me off. I'm live on YouTube. You need to turn me off. You were watching me and you called in. You have to click off YouTube. All right, there we go.
All right.
You need to turn off YouTube. Jerry, talk to me.
What a day.
What a day. What a day, man. This is why we love this game. This is why we love this game,
Let's say one thing. One important thing, yeah.
It's coming home.
What the Glazers, yeah. What the Glazers. You try to win the Super League. I don't care. I am glad that Super League didn't happen, yeah. Because if that happened, yeah, it was probably one of the biggest day of my life. Like France losing to Switzerland 30s, and then Spain struggling and 3-3, and then in extra time they come back to 2 more goals.
Yeah.
It's mad day.
It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. Yeah, man. It's amazing. Right, Noah, talk to me about this game. What we think about this game, Noah?
Well, today's match, it was unexpected.
Noah, you need to turn me off. I'm on your YouTube. You need to turn me off. You can't watch me and call in the show. You need to turn off YouTube. Turn the show off that you're watching. You need to turn it off. Jerry, talk to me. Tell me more, man. What did you think? Pogba's goal. Let's talk about the goals. Okay? The goals tonight. What a header, first of all. What a header from the Swiss striker. Absolute bullet, bottom corner header. Corner header. Then the penalty. The guy steps up to take the penalty. And then what happens? And then that absolute beautiful play by Benzema with his left foot there. Puts it forward. Just devises gravity. Devises just logic. You know what I mean? And then he just bangs it in. Yeah. And then Pogba, absolute top bins. Just like his penalty, and Pogba bent it right into the corner. Right into that corner. Oh my God, that was amazing.
Our fan base, calm down. That goal was beautiful, yeah, but they keep saying, when Pogba does amazing, they keep saying, it's been a beautiful. Why can't these fans be happy that we've got both Bruno and Pogba on the same team? Doesn't need to be as a fan base.
We need to find out formation.
Same with Marshall and Marshall. Stop this.
Let me just go to Noah. Let me just see. Listen, Jerry, 1 second. Let me just go to Noah. Noah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. Talk to me. Tell me about that game. What did you think about that game tonight? Or both games?
Well, today it was very unexpected game. And I knew something would happen to France. This is how it got happened. You know, Switzerland, they deserved it winning this match. Even though Pogba, I really love him. What a goal. What a fantastic player. He's a world-class player.
He is.
I really enjoyed him.
Yeah, he's absolutely incredible. And the penalty, his penalty as well. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Oh my
he
God.
put it right top corner. But you know what? Yeah. That's just what happens. You know, like Kylian Mbappe is young enough. He'll get over this. But he scored the goals, and people now are going to blame him. But he scored the goals that won them the World Cup. So
exactly.
I know this
sometimes it's unlucky penalties. To be fair, penalties like It's like a
Plus, once
yeah.
You
It's
know,
not,
I
I
knew
noticed
France
what
was struggling.
happened,
Listen,
Eugene. Even because of Mbappe, he's not good at France, but he's good at PSG. This is the reason problem. He hasn't scored even a single goal in
he
the
missed
group
he
stage.
missed a lot of chances, to be fair, and he had a couple of goals disallowed. Tom,
Yeah.
talk to me, Tom. What do you think about tomorrow? This puts a lot. The favourites are out. The favourites
tomorrow,
are out, right?
yeah,
So that means now
Portugal.
Spain have got a chance to go through, right? Portugal are out. So the world champions are out. The
No,
defending European champions are out. And
yes,
it seems really open now. Tomorrow, whoever wins out of England and Germany tomorrow
England,
has got a huge chance in this tournament. Huge chance to get to the
England.
final, the semi-final. What do you
Listen,
think,
I
Tom?
don't care what people say. Yeah, I don't care what people say. England have to win tomorrow. It is a must to win tomorrow. Because if we win tomorrow, there's a chance that we can make it to a final. We have to
Tom,
win no matter what
don't
happens.
say those words, Tom. Don't put the kiss of death on it. Let's not use those words on the Real United Therapy here. Let's not use those words. But seriously, what are we thinking? What are we thinking, Tom?
Yeah, you're right.
Tom, are you there? Irfan, have you got me on? Can you switch me off if you got the show on?
1 second. No, I've not got it on.
Tom, are you there? I don't know what's happened to Tom. Irfan, welcome to the stream, bro. How you doing?
I'm good. Yourself?
Au revoir. Au revoir.
Au revoir. Au revoir. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Oh,
Au revoir.
we could say merde if we're French.
No, we're not going to say that. 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 But absolutely. Listen, Tom, talk to me. Talk to me. Please don't put the kiss of death on it. But it's not coming home. It's not coming home. It's not coming home.
I'm kidding.
It's not. Let's not put the kiss of death on it. Oh my God. Oh my absolute gosh.
Listen. Beat Germany tomorrow. It's the best chance that they're going to get.
Exactly.
Let's be honest in saying that.
Yeah.
If England do win tomorrow, it's the best chance they're going to get.
Let me
Bigger
just
than the World Cup.
Biggest
Let me
chance.
just recap.
It's three.
The defending champions are out. The world champions are out. Right?
The runner-ups, you mean, are out.
That's crazy.
The runners-up are out. So,
Yeah,
talk to me, people. What are we doing? Talk to me. Tom,
yeah.
how much of what's happened today has that put huge pressure on tomorrow night's game?
100%.
You know,
but I
guys,
think... Yeah, go ahead.
Even if today...
One second, Noah. Tom,
Okay.
you go first.
Yeah, I think it puts more pressure, to be honest with you, on as much as a lot of England fans are going to say it with England. I think the pressure is really on Germany now because they are the best team that is left in. Really, Italy, and Belgium. The pressure's massively on those three teams. I don't necessarily think on England because when I look at those teams, you've got ranks and ranks of experience. Whereas look at this England team, it's very young, it's very inexperienced in this sort of area compared to the World Cup squad, really, where we had a lot more experience than we have really now. But I wouldn't necessarily, Germany's not going to be an easy pushover tomorrow. It's going to be, it might even go like it has done tonight, and it might be a penalty shootout. Who knows? It wouldn't surprise me if it did go as far as that. But I think
we don't need that. We don't need a penalty against Germans.
No, we don't.
No, we have to win.
We can't.
And plus, their defense are poor as well.
Listen, we have to. Noah, come back in, please. What do you think about tomorrow night's game?
Well, tomorrow's match, it's going to be a huge match. I know England versus Germany, it's a very hard game and huge tough. And I know it's going to be very difficult for England. I know they have a lot of good players like Harry Kane, like Rashford, many best players we got. So I hope Gary Southgate might pick a good players so that they can win and defend no matter what it takes, so that they can through to the quarterfinals.
Thank you, Noah. Irfan, welcome to the stream, bro. We've not seen you on here for a while.
Yeah,
I've not been in
Manchester. I've not been in Manchester recently, so
Okay.
I haven't watched all the games, but I've watched quite a lot of them. So it's a shame I missed yesterday's show because I was looking forward to it. But I was on the train back from London when the show was on. So apologies to everyone, but I'm back again now. Yeah.
Yeah. We got Khaleesi fan.
Please.
Okay, Khalis Ramadan Lassi. He says, I'm nervous about tomorrow. What's happened tonight put loads of pressure on tomorrow night's game?
Sorry?
Has what's happened tonight put even more pressure on tomorrow night's game?
I don't know. Depends if you wear Unijack underpants or not. I don't. So, no,
forget about allegiance. We're just talking about in terms of both Germany and England now, because the way that the draw is, they both got favourable to get to the final. Has that put a lot more pressure on? Answer the question.
Possibly it has. Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, this was an upset, but I don't think it was a massive upset watching the way France played in the first half.
Irfan, don't give me that, please. This is one of the biggest upsets in the history of football. Are you mad?
Nuruddin, you didn't let me. Nuruddin, you didn't let me.
Not the game went, not the way the game went, but the way that Switzerland have never won a penalty shootout. They have never knocked France out ever in a competitive game. Switzerland have never made it to. Last time they made it to the quarterfinals was 1938. This is the biggest upset in world football.
I'm not talking about historically.
And guys, I was not alive.
I'm talking about historically.
I was not alive.
Right. I'm saying to you that the way France started in the first half was shocking to me. It was just shocking. I don't know why this Joker plays three at the back. I don't know why he does it. You've got an array of attacking riches, and you've got this water carrier manager just because he won the World Cup. He got found out today, right? And let's be honest here, the French, they had many chances to put this to bed, and it's interesting that Kylian is the one that let them down twice. He missed the penalty and he missed the sitter of a chance to do it. So look, I don't know what to say. I'm happy for the underdog. I like the underdog to win, right? I want underdogs to win. In a way, it's I don't know what to think because I actually want France. I did want France to win the tournament in some way or get to the final, but I'm actually quite happy that Switzerland got through today. I'm actually quite happy by it. But the footballing, to me, it was all on Didier Deschamps. All of this loss was all on him. It wasn't on anybody else. It's on him. It's his fault. He picked that team. He plays this defensive mindset when all you had to do was just squeeze the Swiss, push up, and just bombard them with all the attacking capability you've got. And what do you do? Like sitting back again at 3-1 and sloppy defending again. I mean, you've got to give it for a neutral. It was an amazing game to watch for the neutral. I mean, I thought the Spain Croatia game was good, but okay, this we were us fans, football fans, we were spoiled rotten today. We were spoiled. It was everyone's birthday today for football. If you're
guys, tomorrow's games are gonna be absolute snooze.
Yeah.
Snooze drop because it can't happen. We can't have 2 days of so much pure drama.
Yeah.
Football, when people say to me, why do you love football? I tell them again and again. At football, at its best, it's the most unscripted drama you'll ever see in your life.
Yeah.
It's unscripted drama folding in front of your eyes. Malcolm, you've been waiting patiently there. I can see you, young man. You've been waiting patiently. All I've got to say is, if you got any relatives tonight in France, all you can say is
plenty. Plenty
of French. Do you speak French?
Un peu aussi.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go, Malcolm. What did you think of the game tonight?
Just lost for words. You can see that. To be fair, I thought it was gonna be an all France performance. I said 3-0. Because I didn't feel like Swiss would give a lot of trouble to France. I just feel like with France with their firepower and I just thought France would get the job done today. But today, from with the way they started was
you know.
But they recovered. They recovered. That's the thing about sport. They recovered. It's 3-1. They're cruising. They're making chances. It's all them getting the second half. And 2 loss of concentration. Twice they lost concentration. Boom, boom. And at this top level, when you lose concentration against the so-called smaller nations, smaller teams, you get found out. But let's talk about Granit Xhaka tonight, people.
What a game!
The Arsenal could have got another 20 million tonight on top of that from Roma, but they're not getting it now. Right? Listen, one of you has got me on.
Wait, Nuruddin, not just Granit Xhaka. Is it Elvecchi, the guy next to the centre back? Is it the guy next to the Dortmund guy?
Yeah,
he had an amazing game. Xhaka had a great game. And let's not take away from the striker. That header. Well, the first header was a goal of such beauty. That first header, and the second one was a great goal. So let's not take it up. They scored beautiful goals too, as well.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I already said that.
Let's give Swiss
the first header.
Beautiful goal.
It's an absolute bullet.
Yeah.
At the placement, he could not have placed that header with that much power in that bottom corner. It's like, if kids are watching, that's how you head a ball. Ball comes from that side, you bullet it back in where it comes from. In the direction where he directed that like it was a bullet. Absolutely tremendous. And then, can we forget the equalizer? Oh my God.
Oh yeah. That was wow.
Incredible, incredible control with his left foot, like that brings him forward.
That's easily one of the goals of the tournament.
Two-touch foot. He finished it with 2 touches. He finishes it with 2 touches. It's absolutely terrific. Noah, what was your favorite goal in the game tonight?
Well, tonight's goal, it's Pogba. I would say, 100%.
That was something, honestly. He put
on the next.
You should have.
We've seen Pogba score those before. We've seen him score those goals before. So it was a beautiful goal, but I wasn't surprised by it.
Yeah.
The carrying Benzema's goal was just pure artistry. Green's goal was pure artistry.
Which is what I mean. Give him a free roll.
Yeah. I'm telling you. That's what I've said. That's what I said, Tom. Man United have got to
get a CDM, cover his ass.
That's
it. A free roll. Let him do his thing like he does for France.
Exactly.
No, but don't you think the mistake was playing him in the pivot next to Kante? Don't you think that's a mistake? Don't you think he should be playing further up?
Yeah, he should be.
Kante covers that space for him anyway. He just
listen, he plays with. Listen, have fun. Tom will tell you, when you play with Kante, you play with 2 Kantes.
Pretty much, yeah.
2 Kantes.
Basically,
sometimes it's 3 Kantes.
Yeah.
Because
so there you go. So push Pogba forward closer to Griezmann.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. Then you let him open the ball all day long.
To me, I did think they were a bit presumptuous getting that donkey on from Tottenham and because Griezmann had a fantastic game tonight. Griezmann, Pogba were brilliant, I thought, for France. Kante was Kante, but Griezmann and Pogba were fantastic tonight, I thought.
They were the standout.
They were.
Yeah. Griezmann's touch control, the way he kept getting the ball when France were under pressure, taking it on the back foot, on the front foot, turning, spinning, making space. I thought he was absolutely brilliant. Irfan loves a bit of cheese. Tonight he's having some, and the biggest thing about Irfan, he loves his chocolate. He is the absolute chocolate.
I do. I love my chocolate. No. Wait a second. Wait a second. I don't like English chocolate because that's not chocolate. I don't do any Cadbury's bullshit. Okay. I like chocolate that's got cocoa in, so that's why I like European chocolate. I like.
Well, he's getting high on some Swiss supply tonight. Let's just put it this way. Irfan, as we come on, we're searching in his cupboards to find that Swiss dark chocolate.
I've got some supplies. I've got some. Don't worry, I've got some supplies.
Oh my!
No, but come on, we got to love the sport. We got to love the neutral. We got to love the underdog. We have to love the underdog. Football is nothing without underdogs winning.
Yeah.
Life is nothing without underdogs winning. Life is nothing. Sport is nothing without underdogs. So I'm still high on the underdog winning, much as I love France as well because they've got amazing players.
I think just to touch on that, you mentioned underdogs. I feel like, I think even before the tournament started, a lot of people were talking about, France, France will just they're gonna win the final, you know. And I feel like today just showed that, even though you have this, amount of speed in the players, I think France learned must learn lesson today because, even if you're facing a small team, you need to prepare for the best. Even if you have all these top quality players, you have to prepare for the worst.
But
You know,
then,
It was the team shape. It was the team
can I
shape.
just say though,
It was the team shape.
was
It
that
was the
French
formation
arrogance?
that
though?
confused them.
Yeah,
It was
but
the formation.
wait a second, Bernardine, was it French arrogance that was sort of that reared its head today? What is that? Explain that to me. I don't want to jump to that.
Well, basically, he hasn't got a left back. He hasn't got a left back. Both left backs are injured. The right back that he would have played, Kunde, got injured. He's a centre half, but he played right back against Portugal, so he's injured. So they've got basically got 3 fullbacks out, 3 possible fullbacks out. They're playing a centre midfielder as a left back, but they play with wing backs. So Pavon as a wing back.
Okay. All right. So wait a second. Let me
that didn't suit them. That didn't suit them.
But Nuruddin, so wait a second. So why not play Rabiot next to Kante and put Pogba on the wing like he plays for United?
No, they need Pogba to play the passes. Pogba needs to play the passes from centre.
No, I mean further forward though.
I don't know. Listen. I don't know. But they changed it second half, and France looked 100 times better in the shape because the players are used to it. The manager can have all these things. If the players don't practice that formation and those positionings, the players it's gonna confuse them. And sometimes if you don't play with 3 at the back regularly, you put a third defender in there, it confuses people. It can confuse people, especially the centre half, and it can spoil it. But anyway, guys, what an absolute performance. We're joined by Manny United. Manny United, welcome. Talk to me about that game. What did you see tonight?
Yeah, man. Wagwan Nuruddin, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's been a wonderful. We love this game. We love this game tonight. Today. Fantastico.
Yeah, man. Paul Pogba tonight, bro. He was on another level, man. And it just showed that in the last 5 years when he's been here, we haven't even got to see, especially CDM for him, so that we can see the best out of him consistently. And it's a shame that I think he will run his contract down, so we go for free next year. But in my opinion, give him the 400K. Man. It's not my money, it's not ours. So, and we keep a world class player. Just give him the contract, man.
Of course.
And the thing is, we really need to sign a CDM this summer. And if we don't, I won't blame Pogba if he goes for free. I won't blame him at all because 5 years he's been here and we are like average CDMs like Matic and only Matic is a real CDM and McTominay and that. So we need to
Matic at the time was okay, but now you need something new.
At like certain time he was okay for like 1 year or something, but
that's what I mean.
Yeah, since then he's been not good, but the thing is, now I'm gonna talk about England a little bit. I'm not from England, but you guys right now have one of the easiest route to the final. And if you guys, I don't know what Southgate doing, but you have a good opportunity in my opinion. And only Southgate can bottle it now.
Yeah. Listen, Man United, talk to me. What was your best goal tonight? I thought the Benzema control was something out of it was from another world. It was from another world.
The control. I haven't seen anyone talk about the control, but that was world class, man. World class. Trust me.
It was that salt, innit? It was Salt Bay, wasn't it? It was literally Salt Bay.
Yeah, I think the obvious answers are probably Benzema and Pogba, but I don't know. I think one of the Swiss goals was
the header, the first one.
I think people may think it's easy to score that header, but it takes the first header from Seferovic, it was very good, and the distance between him and the goal was a distance there, and he still put it on the top left, so bottom left, so it was a good header from him. I think that was an underrated goal, but to be honest, I think Pogba's one was the best one, I think, still.
Yeah, because we all love that when they go top corner, don't they?
No, Nuruddin, come on. Kareem's was the best goal.
Kareem's was to me that's because it's 2 touches. It's 2 touches.
It was
It's
a
too
beautiful
much. He's
goal.
on his left foot and he's right-footed football.
Come on.
To me, it was a tie. It was a tie for the second best goal between Pogba goal and the header. It was a tie. They were both beautiful goals.
Guys, we've talked about. Listen, I'm going to go around the panel again. We've talked about how bad France we've been. Can we please give the Swiss some loving? I'm going to go back to. I'm going to go back to Noah. Noah, how good were the Swiss tonight? How good were the Swiss tonight?
Well, it was not bad.
They're not bad. You've only want to knock out the world champions and the finalists.
Okay, I know. That was an unexpected match. You know that, right? It's football. That's how it is.
But you have to turn up. You have to turn up and play with heart. Play with big heart. There's a comment here somewhere that said they played with heart. We've got to big them up. We have to big them up because they play with so much heart, so much courage. There we go. There we go. The comments here. Words. 7, 8, 9. Just played with heart. I rate that. Of course, everybody rates that. They didn't give up. They were 3-1 down. They didn't feel sorry for themselves.
They were very composed, Nuruddin. They were very composed. Their passing, their technical footballers, their passing was beautiful. They could have completely let the occasion get to them, but they stayed calm and they passed it well. They should. That was a victory that for years to come, people will remember that victory. The way they managed to hold off this juggernaut, this French juggernaut. I'm still coming to terms with what they did, to tell you the truth. I thought they played really outstandingly well, they did. To survive.
Switzerland, they had a very good pass accuracy, and I don't know. I'm dubious about Jacob, but his passing today was top notch, and especially his long balls.
Yeah.
When he hit one of them, I think he hit like 3 or 4 times behind the back line, and some of them were offside. But yeah, he had his pass accuracy today was like very good, and yeah, man, Switzerland. They might be the dark horses that no one talk about, but
exactly,
they're very. The thing is, they're balanced and they have a system.
I've got to make an apology. Last night on here, when we were reviewing that game, when I was asking the commenters who's going to win, I was like, "It's France." I was like, "No chance," because they've never shown me anything. They always go to the second round. They're good at getting out the groups. They've never shown me anything. So it is what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Tonight, I've got to say to the nation of Switzerland with their cheese and chocolate and with their wine and with their watches, Swiss watches, on the top of my heart,
don't forget the bank
we
accounts.
apologize. We underestimated you. We underestimated you, and you have caused shockwaves through the footballing world tonight. You have absolutely caused shockwaves through the footballing world. And now the play, Xhaka, it's not just about his passing, his defensive work. He's getting stuck in there, helping out his defense tonight, putting last-ditch tackles at times towards the end. I thought he was brilliant. Honestly, I thought he was brilliant.
He was.
He played like a captain. He played like a leader.
This is not a Granit Xhaka I'm used to seeing. I won't lie.
Listen, we are, Kyle Lewis, we are putting some absolute more than respect on Xhaka tonight. There's times when you've seen that he's that levels of class. I've seen it now and again throughout the years at Arsenal. Now he's going to be playing in Serie A.
Nuruddin, don't forget.
You know what?
He did it without Shaqiri as well.
Yeah, but you know what? He's going to the most anti-football manager in the history of the world. Jose Mourinho is going to coach that kind of types of passing out of it.
You know what?
Absolutely out of him. That's what he's going to do.
The one thing that we can say tonight is whenever a team goes up against France, the one thing that everybody would probably expect is park the bus. And the Swiss didn't do that tonight.
No.
Clearly enough. There's giving a team respect for the players that they have. But if you can play a system that suits better for your quality of players that you have, better than the opposition, then you've got a chance in the game, and that just proved it tonight, because the system was what broke the French team tonight. They couldn't keep with that Swiss system, and you could see the difference in the two systems, because with France, it's play the ball to Griezmann, play the ball to Pogba, right, let's let Mbappe run away with the ball up to the field for us and get some players forward. That's the French system. Swiss, it was, right, let's play it around a bit, let's, frustrate, let's create spaces, let's create, frustration within the French team, then they'll start making mistakes, slipping up. And funnily enough, it started to unravel and unfold toward the end. You know, they were in the driving seat at one point, France, and then when it went to 3-2, it completely blew the door open and the game changed after that point. And like we've said before about underdogs, you know, it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. Switzerland, you know, against Spain, in all fairness, I think that's actually quite an even game, really, to be honest with you, because Spain, bar possibly the last two games, haven't really impressed that much. And like we've said before, some systems can clash. And I think these two systems, the way that Spain play and the way that Switzerland play, suit for a very entertaining game to watch, really, in all fairness. Even before the game tonight, so, you know, it was all right. Well, it's going to be France. You know, hands
Man of the
down.
match.
We can bet the money and everything.
On the Griezmann or the
Wait,
Xhaka?
not Xhaka.
Oh,
Xhaka, man of the match.
Xhaka.
Xhaka got the man of the match. Yes,
I think Zidane
well
was
deserved.
honest,
Well
yeah.
deserved. Absolutely deserved.
Nuruddin.
Guys, absolutely deserved. Tom, go on, carry on, Tom.
Yeah. Nuruddin, I'll ask you a question. If the champs went say tomorrow, you think Zidane would be the first person that'd go?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do as
As
well.
Conrad just said, Zidane in the champs has to go. Yeah, the champs has to go.
I think I wouldn't really say the champ has to go. I mean,
I wouldn't either, but this system doesn't suit it.
Sorry?
I don't think the system suits it anymore. I think with the World Cup, it was just quality on the field. Really.
How long has Deschamps been here?
8 years.
I think
nine
the
years.
thing is, sometimes in
9 years.
international football, you have to reform, plan a new system, revolution,
What I
and
mean.
stuff. And I think that's what France needs. I think the World Cup, they were at their peak, and the peak has far gone now, and that was the
4
last
years.
ditch.
Well,
Yeah,
5 now.
I think Zidane, he comes with new ideas, new system. The players probably like him, and many players probably idolize him. Like, he is their idol, and I think we will see with this new French squad, a new generation, a lot of young talents. I think Zidane will get a good handful of these players, actually.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, can you imagine being managed by Zidane? He's done it. He's won the Euros. He's won the World Cup. He's done it. I mean, the chance has just...
He's done it all.
What happened? Yeah, but I think in regards to the other caller said that Switzerland has played a lot of like expensive football. I think this is the way to go in modern football right now. If you take Switzerland, Denmark, I don't know, even Croatia today, a lot of teams, in order to beat the bigger teams, if you park in the bus, it doesn't work anymore. You may get a 1-1 or 1-0 nicket, but the best way, in my opinion, to go for the smaller teams and nations is to attack the other team. Exactly.
You got nothing to lose but a plane ride home.
Exactly.
That's all you've got to lose, really.
Yeah, and you have to manager for that too, so that the manager can get the best qualities of the players he got.
I mean, even if they got knocked out, nobody would have been surprised now. If Switzerland would have lost, nobody would have been surprised at all.
And in general, you start to see this even in Premier League, like smaller teams. It's a lot more common that I don't know, not West Ham, but Watford and this stuff, they got a result against the bigger teams, and that's the future of the modern game, I guess.
Yeah.
Nuruddin.
What did Man United don't do it. Man United are not going to do it. Obviously, we all know that. What did we think of Varane's performance tonight?
I mean, look, let's be honest, right? He always conflicts me because I'll never forget the time when Ramos was out of Real Madrid and I saw this guy making mistake after mistake and looking wobbly, okay? Then Ramos comes back. I mean, Ramos has not played the full year this season, but I sort of wasn't sure about him. This wasn't the Varane I know, but then again, I haven't really watched him carefully. But the whole of the defense is culpable for those goals because it's not just the guy who makes a mistake, it's organization, it's the whole thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we have to be aware that this guy's a good defender, but he's not like a stone cold, die-hard, world-class
Nurdin,
defender. He's
Right.
can
just
I,
Well,
guys,
this is the thing, though. But the one thing that he's
One at a time, guys. One at a time. One at a time.
he's won pretty much most of the things that there is. He's won everything but the Euros. He's won numerous Champions League titles. He's a proven and serial winner. At Real Madrid. But even if you went for Sergio Ramos, I can see why, because he's a proven winner. He's not the sort of player that I think we need right now, but he's a proven winner. And if we did go and get somebody like that, I wouldn't be surprised. But even with Varane, based off of the performance, I think put him next to somebody who's a domineering defender, where he can be, should we say, the sweeper, should we say, where he doesn't have to go for the balls, this, that, the other. He can be, should we say, the clearer, the sweeper who just sweeps up, basically the crap that gets left behind, really. And he's got the experience, and even with that partnership breaking with Ramos, I think something else could form between him and Maguire. Really, it's never going to be what it was with Ramos over that period in the Champions League. It's never going to be that ever again. But it's a new challenge, and it wouldn't, going to Man United or something, where him, maybe a CDM, Sancho possibly, you're kicking on for trophies again, really. And I don't think it would be a bad option, really. And somebody like Varane going in, I think that would, I wouldn't say it would completely convince, but I think it would make Pogba maybe consider, right, well, we've got Sancho in, we've got a centre-back in, maybe if we get that CDM in, right, I can ball now in the midfield. I'm freed up to go and do what I want. And then if you get that sort of positivity out of players, I think most of your best players are going to look at signing long-term contracts. I wouldn't just say with Pogba. I think most of your players are going to be signing long-term contracts. And that's the thing that I think is very positive, really, in football, to be honest.
Yeah. The thing is, I would take Varane, but of course, I would take him. But there's one thing I want to discuss with you guys, and it's the factor that, listen, we get Varane, we are expecting him to lead the back line, and there's a reason that we want to get a world class centre back with Maguire, because he can't do it by himself, man. Nureddin, I want to ask you too. I would love to have Varane, but there's one thing about him is, if we get Varane, and as we saw today, he was with Kimpembe, a player that has less experience and is much younger. The thing is with Varane is, if we get him, can he be the one that will lead the back line? As the other caller said, without Ramos, he hasn't been as good as people may remember him. But Harry Maguire, let's remember, he hasn't won any major honors. So will he be the one that could lead the back line? A very not young but inexperienced backline. Can he do that? I'm still unsure about it. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, well, you know what, guys, because there's too much clocked up now. So Noah, I'm gonna give you your last word on this, and Malcolm and Tom, thank you so much for your contribution. We're gonna get Lambs in a minute, but Noah, go ahead. What did you think of the Spain game? Lambs, we'll let you come in a minute.
Well, today's Spain, it was amazing game. I didn't think that Croatia would have won this game in the 90 minutes, getting the equalizer. Then after that, the extra time. I know Spain, they were going to get counter-attacking after Morata's goal. It was a fantastic performance. They deserved it.
Yeah, Spain. I thought Morata shot people up today. He silenced Spanish Twitter. The past week has been happening at him.
Yes, even he's penalty mister.
Yeah, he's absolutely been shutting them all up. So thank you so much for calling in, Noah. Calling again.
Thank you very much, Rudy.
Thank you for calling in.
Good night.
Take care. Thank you.
Good night, guys.
Take care. Good night. Thank you. All the way from East Africa. Man on my own heart. Love, brother. Love. East Africa in the house. Big up. Big up.
Thank you.
Malcolm, talk to me. What do you think of the Spain game?
Brilliant game. I think that was just a proper game of football. Between two really good teams. And so I'm hoping to see a game like that, in the latter stages of the competition.
Mhm.
But I think Spain. I think they kind of learned from their mistakes, and they found a way to you know
To win.
yeah, to
Yeah.
win.
Right. Well, listen, Malcolm, thank you for your contribution tonight. Thank you for holding the fort. Call in again, 100%. We'll see you in the next stream, brother. Big up
Yeah.
yourself. And just when you speak to all the French, the family in France, just tell them au revoir, au revoir. Okay. Au revoir. Au revoir. Make
Yeah.
sure you think for them. Thank you so much, Malcolm. Appreciate you jumping on here, bro. See you in the next call, yeah? Right, Man United. Last comment before we go. What do you think of the Spain-Spanish game? Man United, are you there?
Yeah. I think Spain are actually people disrespect them a little bit. I think.
Yeah.
The common theme is.
Including me.
And I want to put this out there. The common theme is that Spain doesn't score a lot, and that's true. They don't have a main goal scorer, but in the last 2 games they scored 10 goals, and maybe that's the plan, to share out the goals and give other players a chance to score, and that will actually work, because then you're not like
Relying on
obsessed
one
with-
man. Yeah.
Exactly, you're not relying on one man, and and I think Spain are actually. I think they're going to the semifinals, but Belgium or Italy will knock them out. That's it.
Yeah. Listen, thank you so much for calling in. First time call up. Man United, please call in again. Loads of love, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, big love.
Call in, man. Big up yourself. Right, Lamy, talk to me. Au revoir. Do you speak français?
No. You know what? I understand it. I understand it, but me speaking back in French, it's a problem. It's a problem. But me being Moroccan, of course, I do understand it. It's just I don't really get much practice talking. So me speaking back is not the one. It's not the one.
Hey, Google Translate.
Je parlais un petit français, un petit.
All right. That's what you thought about the game. The floor is yours. What a night! What a day and night of football, eh?
I was just gonna say, like, not even just 1, 2 banging games, and after that whole anticipation, that whole anti-climax of that Belgium-Portugal game yesterday, which was absolutely awful. It was so dead and so boring, and literally, what I saw from Belgium in that round just made me think, okay, you're gonna get absolutely slapped by Italy in the next round. No doubt about it. But wow, were we in for a treat today? And with Spain, right? I know he scored an absolutely brilliant goal, but I'd expect him to score at least one good goal with all the chances that the Spanish team are creating for Morata. But Morata is and remains, I don't care that they won by scoring another 5 goals today. He's a massive fraud. He is an absolutely massive fraud, because how many chances did he squander before in that game? How many chances in the previous games did he squander as well? It's just his positioning, his play, his touches, just everything is just wrong. It's just so wrong. And I think literally at the end of the first half, I think I put up a tweet saying, okay, I'm now convinced that Morata he's a social experiment, because I don't understand how this guy is a professional footballer. I
He was brilliant today.
understand how we shifted him for 60 M's like that is fraudulence at its finest right there. But
today, you gotta give it him today. Today he was the difference. Today he was the difference.
But you know what? Also, in a way, I feel like Spain took maybe until the 60 plus 70 minutes to finally get into this game. Especially their goalkeeper after having an absolute howler in the first half. Oh, Simon. Oh. Unai Simon, my goodness.
On any other day, that would be the biggest talking point of the night.
No, do you know what? Because we were debating this earlier. Which is worse?
Yeah, what's good?
The Dubravka fumble or what Simon did today? Because I think Dubravka was worse.
Yeah, 1 second. Well, hold it there. Lamb's speaking. We'll get you one in a minute, Maggie. Go on, Lambs.
But like, I'm not really too sure which one was worse. I think Dubravka was actually
Dubravka was worse. He punched it.
his goal. Like, what were you doing? With Simon, I feel like it just came off an awkward angle off his leg, and I don't think he meant to do it. But still, absolute howler. Like, and I think again, once it got to extra time, once they scored those goals, I think that was it. And also Croatia, they did have some good moments in the game, and missing one of their vital players, Perisic, as well. I think that was a loss to them as well, and you could tell. And it was literally just the moments of like brilliance and like, you know, the team coming together to kind of get them back into that game, get them into extra time. I do feel like once it got to extra time, though, Spain had pretty much found their stride at that point. So all of the chances they were missing earlier on during the 90 minutes, they now converted quite confidently in extra time. And it was quite comfortable in the end, 2-goal cushion. Maybe I think Croatia did have a few glimpses and chances, maybe if they scored quickly and made it 5-4. I think they did have a chance. Maybe that could have been a tantalizing end to that extra time half. But in the end, Spain did come through. And in the end, the guy who pretty much almost fumbled it for them, kind of ended up rescuing it for them as well. And this later game as well did not disappoint. And my oh my, I never thought I'd be sitting here saying Xhaka putting a better performance in midfield than my reliable, beautiful, consistent N'Golo Kante. But it's true, and that's what happened. Fair play to Pogba, brilliant as usual, and you got a feel for him to not go through after scoring an absolute blinder of a goal like that. Arguably a contender for goal of the tournament. But
what about the Benzema goal?
Benzema, yeah.
The left foot.
Yeah, that was
like Beckham-esque touch that was. That was absolute touch of a velvet that. He absolutely touched that. Absolute in one movement. First touch, second touch, the ball is in the back of the net. Maggi, come back in. We'll let you have your say. But come back in because you're the last caller of the night. Okay.
My final point, I just want to say, what a stinker Kylian Mbappe dropped tonight. Stinker.
No. It was shocking, to tell the truth. But
you know what? He's a young player. He won the World Cup already. There's all of the hype. To be fair, in this tournament, he had loads of chances, and he was a bit unlucky. Neo Loso, Bafana in the house. Talk to us. What did you think of tonight's games, brother? You're the last caller of the show tonight.
Yeah. Now the France game and then the Switzerland game was like Switzerland won my heart. Like I honestly betted for France to win, but you know, with Switzerland just amazed us tonight. Like
they bought the cheese tonight. They bought the chocolate. They bought the watches. They bought it all. They bought the banking systems. They bought it all tonight.
Yeah, like I'm actually impressed with them, with what they did, and with that kind of belief, I think we could actually see a surprise, you know, in this Euros. Actually, when you look at things, I see one of these teams winning it, like not the usual teams. I expect one of these so-called underrated teams to win it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Listen, bro, thank you. Listen, what did you think of the Spain game? And what did you guys think of that young kid, Pedri? Oh my gosh. The guy is, I cannot believe 18 years old. The level of composure, the way he finds space, his football intelligence is like, oh my, how are you 18 years old? And what can you teach him? There is nothing any coach can teach him. Nothing. You just say to him, go and play. You can't. He knows more than coaches. He plays. He's playing like Modric tonight, and Modric is 36 years old, and Modric has gained all of that experience. But today, when Spain needed him, Pedri got on the ball. What I love about him is the way he takes the ball under so much pressure. Woo!
That's that Barcelona academy, man.
But he actually didn't come from that. He didn't. He didn't come from the Barcelona academy. He was actually born. He's from Ibiza. He played for a team in the youth team in Ibiza. Then he got signed by Las Palmas in the Gran Canaries. Then he got spotted by Barcelona and they brought him back to Barcelona. So it's actually, it's coming from him. Like, just how he knows, 18 years old.
Yeah.
You can't teach that. He doesn't need pace. It's like Pirlo. To me, it's the closest thing to Pirlo that I've seen.
Technical.
Closest thing I've seen technically. Go on, Tom.
No. I'm just saying technically, like you said, closest.
To Pirlo, do you not think?
Yeah,
Who else do you think? Xavi, Pirlo, who else do you think?
Xavi, Pirlo, you know, you can throw a bit of Iniesta in there, maybe in the mix.
Yeah.
Xavi, he's like in the middle of Xavi and Iniesta, really. Just a young model of those two players, really.
Absolutely brilliant. But go on, talk to me about the Spanish game, bro, before you go.
With in terms of, I see there's a lot of slander for Pau Torres, man. After after his performance, people were like on his case about his defending and stuff. But people forget that, you know, sometimes it's different, like for a defender to go into a game like later on, whereas like the team has been doing well, and then you have to put him back into that same system, and then he has to, like, you know, readjust everything, because now there's more pressure on him when you actually think about it. When you're a defender, I've played in defense before, and I remember like we were leading about 6-1, and then they subbed me on, but then like this team started scoring all of a sudden, and then it was like, yo, you're the one at fault. But then when you realize it's because everyone just started relaxing and they put more pressure, like midfielders began not doing their jobs and stuff, and then you're the ones who are faced with with all the attacking players and without any cover. So it becomes
in which
a very
case,
difficult
Magic, you
game.
turn around. Actually, you turn around. You tell your midfielders, bro, protect me, fam, protect me. Wake up.
Exactly. Stay with me. Don't go too far. Stay with me. Let's just hanker. But anyway, bro, thank you for calling in, bro. Calling again. And thank you for your contribution. Love to all my South African family, man. Southern African brothers and sisters. And all the non-binary people. Absolute love. Always love. I will catch you in the next one. Right, we're going to go into an absolute build-up for tomorrow's game. I'm going to come to you, Tom. Don't say those words. Don't put death on it, man. Don't tell me those words, Tom. Tell me, how do you think the game panning out tomorrow? Do you think England should go with a back three and a 2 wing-backs to match Germany? Yes or no?
Yeah, 100%. Match Germany for what they've got, really. The way Germany like to play is they like to use the width. And if you can counteract how they use the width, they're not going to create as many chances. And that's the way that Germany will win the game, is where they don't have an out-and-out goal scorer, but if they create enough chances, they'll put the ball in the back of the net. That's how Germany operate and roll. Because if they had a proper number 9, Germany would be the best nation probably in the whole world. And I'm not just saying that outright, because of the creative spark and the creative players that they have to create chances. If they had someone like Lewandowski or somebody playing that number 9 role for them, that would be game over for any team who comes up against them. Because tactically, they've got an amazing manager tactically, can change a game with either a substitution or formation system, whatever it has to be in a game, can do that. Got the players to do it. Technically, he's got amazing technical players. He's got the respect of the. There was a lot of talk with, obviously, Hansi Flick had been announced before the tournament had even started. Was he still going to get the same tune and the respect out of the players? I think that's been shut to bed with Hakim Low. But I wouldn't be overly surprised if Southgate tried to do something different, maybe surprise them in a way. You don't know with Southgate. This is the thing. I think in many cases it's a good trait to have, not the unknown, really, as a manager, with either your players, your formation, or your team. Because now we're thinking, if we're thinking it from a German perspective, well, they don't know what they're going to do. With Germany, we all know what they're going to do. They're going to play the back three system. They're going to play the wing back system because it's all what they know, and it's the best system to go with. And the players suit one system, really. I know they can change systems, but they suit that one system. Whereas with England, we could do anything. We could play a back four tomorrow. I don't think Germany would expect. I think Germany expects us to play a back three. and copy what they do. But if we didn't, or it might look as if we do that, as soon as the game starts, right, let's revert to a back four.
Yeah.
Let's catch them off guard. Let's do something a bit different in the game.
Yeah. Okay. You know what I think tomorrow? Me personally, I think we need to stop their two wing backs.
That's
Because
what I mean.
if you let them reign, I don't care what formation you play, but you've got to stop them from going up the pitch and setting each other up. Because if the ball's coming across, I don't rely on any of those three or two centre backs to clear
Especially
it. You already
Kimmich
know
for
that.
me.
Exactly.
Don't give Kimmich a yard. Whoever plays left full back or whatever, or left-sided centre back, get straight on the bloody play. Get straight on Kimmich.
Yeah.
I don't want to see. I don't want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put Shaw. Exactly. Yeah. Put Shaw straight on him. Straight. Don't be doing this pissing about, backing off. Straight to the bloody man. Even if you've got to draw the foul, take the bloody foul, because it's better having a set piece against the Germans than through normal passage of play and let them put a ball in the box where there's a lot more movement. Whereas you're not going to be as direct.
I mean, tomorrow I expect Germany to have the ball. They had 60% against the French. They absolutely tore apart Portugal. They were fortunate against Hungarians, so it's like that. But technically, tactically, they've got the game spot on. I mean, we've got here breaking news from our chief reporter, Khalid Ramadin Lassi. We've got England are set up to revert back to back three against Germany, with Maguire playing left centre back, Stones in the middle, and Walker on the right. Shaw and Trippier are in line to start in the wing backs. Telly football. That is what we're getting. But anyway, there's a brilliant comment, and I'm going to come to you, Irfan. Here's what our brother in Southern Africa, Carl Lewis, says. England need to keep their formation. Kevin Phillips and Rice will cut the passing lanes to Germany's Roman number 10s. And the pace of width of Saka and Sterling will stretch German back three. Do you agree with that tactic, yes or no?
I mean, this is sort of to me, it's the sort of cream tie of all the games in this knockout stage. I think it's the one. I mean, you've got an aging German team with a lot of football intelligence versus an England team that sort of still not, I'm not sure can handle the pressure of being England and the English nation expecting. So I think that's what it is. So basically tomorrow, the tactics are important, but I think it's all to do with who can handle the pressure of the game tomorrow.
Especially at home as well.
I don't think that the tactics have got that much in it, because I do think Joachim Löw is a much smarter manager than Gareth Southgate. I don't think Southgate can switch it as much as the Germans can. So it's going to be a game where who handles the pressure best. I can't really call it because, like I said, England are a much faster, sharper team, but England haven't played any good. And Germany's experience, because they've had a lot of difficult games, especially that Hungary game, it was a very difficult game to get through. So I do think Germany have got the slight edge, but I think tactically they're going to match each other. I do believe if England pull off a very smart, a very clever performance, they can shut the wing backs and Kimmich and go down the wings. But I just think it's going to come down to the moments and who handles the pressure in those moments better than the other team. I just don't know how it's going to go. It's such a delicately balanced game to call as a neutral at anyone. I think it's so difficult to call this. I mean, normally I would think Germany are going to win because they're better at pressure games, but I think they've got a weakness, and Hungary exposed it. And I think the English team, with a lot of the skillful players that they've got, could expose them, especially because of the pace of England. But then again, I can't predict because I just haven't seen England do the business. I haven't seen England being fluid. Okay, I might have seen them be defensively okay, but I've not seen anything offensively or in midfield that makes me go, wow, this England team's really gelling. So it's too hard to call this game, really, isn't it? It's very, very hard to call.
There's one player that has to play tomorrow, though, really. Straight away, he's probably one of my first names on the team sheet. I don't care if you've got to take out one of your best players who's played so far. I would play Sancho tomorrow. I would honestly play Sancho straight from the start. Even I don't care. He's not had any minutes. Play him against the Germans. He plays this sort of style of football week in, week out in the Bundesliga. He can exploit we've seen him when he plays against Bayern Munich when it's been Dortmund. He does it week in, week out against these sort of highline teams. And let's be aware, Germany don't have the best defence. It's the weakest part of the team. They've got an amazing goalkeeper, midfielders, and some decent wide players. They haven't got an actual number 9. That's probably another weakness. But the biggest weakness out of all 4 parts is the defence. And if you can get at the defence, use someone like Sancho. He's got the experience playing these sort of systems week in, week out. And same with such as Bellingham. I'm not saying Bellingham should start. He's got the knowledge of these sort of systems in the midfield game. Sancho the same with the wingers game.
Yeah, but Tom, you're forgetting one thing. We have Gareth Southgate as manager.
This
Ole
is
Gunnar Southgate.
Tom spoke so much truth right there. I don't even really know if I can add to that because it makes he's right. Does it not make perfect sense to play the players who actually used to the German style of football because they played week in, week out in Germany? They have that experience and ability. They proved it at a top level at a decent club. So why not? And again, I think Irfan was going to touch on it because we have Southgate. It's just, you know what's going to happen. Sitting here, I'm already thinking, Shaw and Trippier's wing backs. Like Shaw, maybe, but Trippier, no. James, why are you talking about playing Trippier as a wing back when you got players like Reece James and Ben Chilwell there? What are you doing? And they've thrived as wing backs throughout the whole season.
Apparently the reason is apparently the reason is because of the delivery.
Suspect.
One second, Lamsey. Tom's just trying to explain why.
Apparently the reason why he's preferring Trippier is because he's not been happy with how the delivery's been from set pieces and corners. Okay. And I think Trippier is the best one to solve that problem.
I honestly don't think we beat this Germany team without setting up attacking. If we set up defensive way, because they're going to have the majority of the ball. They are set up like that to dominate the ball possession. So we need to be clinical. We need to be counter-attacking. We need to get the ball from one end of the pitch to the other end of the pitch in that box in less than 30 seconds. It needs to be that fast. We need to get the ball from one end of the pitch to the other. And unfortunately, having this fraud Southgate in charge, I'm already like the lineup isn't even out, but I'm already pissed off because I know it's gonna piss me off. We're already sitting here debating what formation he should go for, what formation most people think he's gonna go for. And unfortunately, whatever formation he does put out, whatever lineup he puts out, we're gonna be pissed off. We're gonna be angry.
Yeah.
Right, Rachel, you've come in at the right time. Talk to us. First of all, what did you think of today and tonight's games? Quickly.
I didn't get to see the second half of the Spain game, but I wasn't home, to be fair. Okay. But I think Spain are really, really good on the ball, but they lack in the final third. I know they've scored, but consistently they miss a lot of chances. They don't have a clinical finisher, and it might cost them against bigger teams. But I do like the way they play football. I like the way they keep the ball. They have some very, very talented players. That France game was nuts. Oh my goodness. Big up Sweden. I mean, Switzerland even. Not Sweden, Switzerland. Because I tell you something, the way they played in midfield was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. I think France, I thought they would get better throughout the tournament. They've been a disappointment, honestly. And Mbappe's had a really poor tournament. He's young, he'll learn, he'll get better. He's got loads of tournaments to win in the future, but he did have a very, very poor tournament, and it's okay to say it. It's okay to say Mbappe was poor, guys. Like, some people want to protect him and whatever. Like, he's won a World Cup, he's won trophies, and he's going to lose some. Like, it is what it is. But
that's how the greatest players have done that. The greatest players have lost and won, and it's how you come back from losing. At 19 years old, he was a world champion. Who could say that? You know what I mean? He was a teenager. I think the last teenager to win the World Cup was Pele. You know what I mean? You know? Yeah. Anyway, we got Mo 07 in here. Mo 07. What's going on, lad? He went Mr. Hancocky Cock tonight, didn't it? He went on Hancock tonight.
How's it going, guys? Today's game was the game of the tournament for me. That was amazing. I mean, France, they started off slow, but they grew into the game. Switzerland were amazing. Pogba, my God. I wish we could buy that Pogba. That'd be amazing for Man United. But Xhaka played well as well. Granted, Xhaka was amazing as well today.
Man of the match.
He was brilliant, but Pogba was amazing. It's just so sad that he was on the losing side. But yeah, Pogba, if we can get maybe 60-70% of that player at Man United, I'll be happy with it. But for Man United,
give him what he wants. Give him what he wants. When he comes back, give him whatever he wants. If he wants 400k a week, give it to him.
Give it to him. Buy him a CDM, but Man United have failed him. That's my personal opinion. They've of the last 4 years, they failed him. And as for England, good night Vienna tomorrow. I'm telling you that now. They are gonna get two. It's gonna be either gonna be a 1-0, but for me, it's gonna be a boring game. It's gonna be park the bus football and counter attack. It's gonna be a typical. It's gonna be a boring game. Like today's game was amazing. The Spain game was brilliant. The France game was
best
brilliant.
game to me. That Spanish game was for me the best game of the tournament so far. I thought the French game was good, but the Spain game, the quality of football that was played was fantastic.
Yeah, they turned up. But I think.
And big up Croatia for playing their part. Big up Croatia. Their manager is losing and he slams on all of the attacking. These guys should have been starting from the beginning. You defensive sod. You absolute defensive sod. The players here on the pitch later on, they should have been playing. Spain would have been beaten. And one thing I would say about this, I don't know if any of you guys noticed, Rachel, you missed it obviously, but Lambs, Irfan and Mo7 and all the viewers in the comments, I am telling you now, if it was, let's say, 8 minutes in extra time, minutes added on, Spain would have lost. Before that whistle went, Spain were hanging on for their dear lives because Croatia were putting on the burners. And at that moment, their keeper redeemed himself and made an absolutely point-blank save, right, from the striker. The guy used to play for Leicester. I forgot his name. The guy used to be at Leicester when Leicester won the league. That Croatian striker who played for Leicester. He just had that shot and that keeper redeemed himself. And it was a brilliant save. But a couple of more minutes in that.
Usovic.
Yeah. It was an absolute that Spain would hanging on for dear life. And when it went to extra time, obviously, they went up a level. You know, I mean, Morata took it away from them. But we've got to give it. We call it as it is. And Morata was absolutely incredible for Spain today. He wasn't just about it was his hold-up play. It was his tackling back. It was coming short and trying to get the teams to build up. He was doing it all today. He was just like all of the pressure that's been on him. And when players do that, to me, it shows a lot of character. Because on Spanish Twitter, on Spanish radio, on Spanish TV, by Spanish pundits and public alike, they have absolutely been slaughtering him. And today, he silenced them all. Silenced. He absolutely silenced them all. But we're going to go along to the build-up. We're carrying on to the build-up. Rachel, tomorrow, we already know what you think, Mo. We already know what you think. You think it's good night Vienna. It's a wrap. That's what you think. But Rachel, where do England win this game and how do they do it?
I think you guys covered it. I think they need to keep Kimmich quiet. Kimmich needs to be kept quiet because he's an unbelievable football player. He's creative. Like he can just do everything. He's one of the best players in the world, in my opinion. But there was this thing that came out with Wayne Rooney. I don't know if you guys saw it, the article. My views are that Man United ex-players should never speak in public, to be honest with you, about football. But he was right about one thing, and that was getting runners off of Kane. So I don't think Jack Grealish should be playing on the left. I think he should be playing in the middle. He's playing in the middle. But I also agree that they still do need two. They do need two not holding players. I think you play either Rice or Phillips with like Henderson. I don't know if Henderson's fit, but you need players that have an engine in midfield to try and shut down their midfield, because we all know that like Kroos and Gundogan are very, very good on the ball, or if they're playing Goretzka, they're very good on the ball, but they're a bit, especially Kroos, he's a little bit immobile in midfield, so you need mobility in the midfield, in my opinion. So playing Rice and Henderson or Phillips and Henderson, playing Grealish in the middle, not on the left, because Kimmich will be there, remember, if they're going to play a 4 at the back. If they're going to play a 3 at the back and try and match them, I agree with Lambs. I think you should be playing Shaw there, no one else. And Trippier, I get the whole set piece thing, but if that's what you're bringing him there for, then you don't need to start him. Honestly, you don't need to start him just for set pieces. That's ridiculous. Just play it. Just play your best players. Play the ones that you know can hack it for 90 minutes. It's going to be a tough game for England, and just get players that you know are consistent over 90 minutes as well.
Yeah.
That can keep making those runs, keep going. You know, no mistakes. They can't make any mistakes because they'll be punished, and that will be it for them. They'll lose their heads probably. They won't be able to get back into the game.
Don't sleep on my boy Havertz.
I've got him as captain for tomorrow in my fantasy team. I really rate Havertz. I think he's a fantastic player. And he's gonna be one of the world's best, in my opinion, in a few years.
Yeah, definitely. I said that a long time ago. I told people if he's the footballing child of Mesut Özil and Michael Ballack. I said that 2 years ago. I said that he's that.
Not yet.
No, he's the most talented German youngster I've seen.
Yeah, in the future.
Since them, in terms of like number 10s as a ballers. But listen, to me tomorrow, I think Goretzka's going to play. I think Gundogan's been carrying an injury, so I'll be shocked if Goretzka doesn't play tomorrow. I agree. Their two wing-backs are the danger. I think England can exploit Germany. I think they can get out their back three. I think that if you get Kane against Rudiger is he's a brilliant player. He had an amazing Champions League final, by the way. I've got to say that. It's got to be said. Him and Thiago were incredible. But when everybody's defending, everybody's back defending and helping you out. It's like Man United defenders. They look amazing. But when you get exposed, when you haven't got anybody helping you, you look absolute lost. That football pitch can look complex. You know what I mean? You're like, what direction? Where do I go? Do I go left, right? Where's the traffic lights? You know what I mean? Where's the destination? Somebody send me the destination. That's what is going to happen, right? What shops? Have I been sent to the shops? have I been sat down? I think a lot of that will take place tomorrow, right? And I think we need England. The best thing for them to win the game, they have to isolate those three at the back. And I think with pace and with Kane, I think they can. But I 100% agree. They should not be playing. England need pace on the wings. Grealish is the carrier of the ball. He slows the game down. He needs to play through the middle. And England needs to play one touch. I think England will most likely be more defensive. I think England will play on a counter. I think Germany will have the most of the possession. But I think it's not about who has the most possession. It's about who scores. And like today, I said last night on the last night stream, I said if Spain finish their chances, Spain will win. But I said it'd be very close. And some people were like, no chance, no way, no way. Yeah, like Andrew Willison here, Ole Gunnar Southgate, big up Ole Gunnar Southgate. Can he silence the nation tomorrow? Can he do that? But also, I think it's not going to be the 11 on either side that's going to win this game tomorrow. I think the bench has got to say, will have a lot to say. And today's games, we already saw the bench. In the Croatia-Spain game, actually, you had like you had five new players each. Tonight, you almost had like 3 or 4 players each. You know what I mean? 4 or 5 players each. So the bench will have a lot to say on the game. But is Ole Gunnar Southgate brave enough to make the right calls tomorrow? Is he brave enough to make the right calls? No. Why are you shaking your head?
Because he's not. He's not an adventurous manager. He's a conservative manager, and that's who he is. Let's just say it as it is. As he showed me any decisions where I thought, wow, this guy's brave. You know, he's gonna go for it. He's not. He's a conservative. He plays not to lose. He doesn't play to win. That's how he plays. So this is why I have very little faith. But like I said, tomorrow is a moments game. Let's see how those moments pan out, because I said it before. It's an aging German team against a youthful English team, but the English team is the hype machine of England. The pressure is already on the English team. You can feel it, and that's always the English case every time they play.
Because don't forget, Nudin, don't forget, the English media have hyped them up as superstars and technical this, technical that. Tomorrow's game is going to go either 2 ways. It's going to be close, KG, and as Irfan said, in moments they might score a goal, or they're going to get steamrolled. And they'll get steamrolled if they concede one.
Hold your thought right there. Hold your thought right there.
Whoa, Mr. Aaron.
We've got German amongst us tonight.
Yo, Mr. Aaron.
It's a legend.
That's impeccable timing. Impeccable timing.
Can I just give him his all dues? It's the legend. It is that guy. It is Mr. Aaron UTD. The guy that speaks 6-7 different languages.
Please,
Mr. Aaron, you come on here, right? We've not seen him on this channel, and I've been literally banging his door down to try to get him sit next to me to get on United Real Therapy because he's been telling me to start a channel years and years. Aaron, I'm calling you out on live on here. You keep calling me out. But where are you when I need you in the channel, bro? What time do you call this?
Nerded.
I'm giving you stick, but I'm bigging you up when I'm there. But let me just tell the viewers, this man is actually a German citizen. Germany is his team. And after what he saw tonight, first of all, can we please, I only know au revoir. What other words can you say goodbye, France? Don't cry for me, France, tonight. What words in French can we say that, please?
In French, à bientôt.
which is see you soon.
You can also
I like it.
Salut, you can use it for hi and bye as well.
Yeah, salut.
Salut. Au revoir.
Mr. Aaron, I'm a big fan of you, bro. I always watch your channel. I always watch United Stand podcast. Not United Stand, Sai TV. Sorry about that. I'm a big fan, bro. I'm a big fan.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me on, Norden, and shout out to everyone on here as well. I hope you guys are good. Yeah, listen, I want to say this. Yeah, if anyone had told me 2 weeks ago that in the round of 16, Portugal would have been out, France would have been out, I would have told you you're crazy.
Holland would have been out.
Holland as well. I would have told you you're crazy because I did not expect this. Like
you would have been saying to people, stay away from the pipe.
Today was probably the craziest day out of all the Euros. Like we've seen the Spain Croatia game was mad. This game here was mad. But this is why we love this sport, man. It messes with our emotions, our feelings. This is why we love it, man. As much as we hate to see these things, we love it at the same time. So yeah.
Football at its finest. People say to me, why are you football mad? Why are you obsessed with football?
Because of this.
And I tell them, at its best, football is pure. Football, it is unscripted, pure drama.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That is what its best is. That's why it's the beautiful game and it's the people's game. Aaron, we've all made our cases where we think England can win and lose the game tomorrow. You as a German man, right? Germany, the nation. I've already spoke to a couple of German people, right? They're like, Jurgen Klopp's not being good. We're not impressed with this generation of players. We haven't got a great striker. They've all been saying this is enough. Bro, but when I said to them, so do you think England can beat you tomorrow? They went, hold your horses.
Yeah.
Hold your horses. We're bad compared to German standards, but we're not that bad. They kept reminding me. So where does Germany win the game tomorrow, and where do they lose the game tomorrow?
I totally agree with what the people have been telling you because that's the general feeling. People think that we're not. The German standards are still obviously very high, but we're not up to those standards, especially in this competition. Like imagine, even though we won 4-2 against Portugal, there was still, because I watch a lot of German interviews and stuff. There was still a lot of criticism. Like we won 4-2 against Portugal, and they were still like, nah, this ain't good enough. It's just that typical German mentality to just wanting to be the best and doing everything to perfection. But yeah. That's the general feeling. A lot of people are still very skeptical about Jogi Löw and how he's a very stubborn man, very stubborn manager. A lot of people wanted him out after what happened in 2018, but he was adamant that he was going to be responsible of the rebuild and he was going to be the one bringing the young players through and merge them with the experience, like to reproduce what he did in 2014 and 2010 before that. Because remember, in 2009. That wonderful generation of the under-21s won the Euros, the likes of Neuer, Hummels, Boateng, Özil, and he brought this big bunch of players, brought them through from the under-21s to the senior team. That's when they all got introduced to the world in 2010. I even forgot to mention the likes of Cruz, Khedira, like all these young players that came through. we had that wonderful mix of experience and young players, and that's what led to us winning the World Cup in 2014. But I feel like in 2018, he had to make some changes. Sorry, he had to make some changes and maybe get rid of maybe one or two characters, one or two players. But he just kept the same group, thinking he'll do it all over again. When in reality, some of these players just weren't hungry enough. They probably thought, listen, we won it in 2014. What's the point of winning it again? Do you know what I mean? Because some players are like that. Let's be real. Some players, when they win something, they're like, yeah, I won it once, so why win it twice? Do you see what I mean? So maybe that was a mistake. But in terms of the game tomorrow, it's definitely the way it's been explained to you, Nordin. Yes, we might be bad, but we're not that bad. But we still respect England because we know if we play, especially this high line business is getting on my nerves. Having possession is cool, yeah. Having possession is cool, but it's what you do with it. That's one, and two, stop this high line business. We've seen the counter attack against Portugal. We conceded a goal. We've seen the 2 counter attacks against France. We conceded 2 goals. Thank God they're offside. We have to stop it because I'm sure England will watch this. They'll look back at these clips and think, okay, this is where we can capitalize. Sorry, because England got the forwards to be quick enough. We got the likes of Sterling, Foden. You got Rashford on the bench. You got Sancho that can still come on. You've got so many sick players. You got Saka with the pace as well. His decision making is very good. So you got all these players that can.
Southgate, Aaron.
Southgate tax.
No, but purely on counter attacks, we have to be careful because our centre backs are not the quickest. Apart from Rudiger, I don't trust any of these men back there. I don't trust Hummels because on the ball he's still quite good, but the pace is not there, bro. Like Mbappe gave him a head start and he was still slower than him. So I don't trust Hummels. And Ginter, he's all right, but he's not a world beater. Do you know what I mean? So we need to be careful with these.
And Aaron, don't forget, if it gets a bit sticky, we know Rudiger likes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We know he's gonna do that. We know it. We know he's gonna do that. So Rudiger, Tony, if you watch this, I hope that tomorrow you're gonna do. Obviously, don't do it in front of the cameras, but do it on the
Sancho starts tomorrow?
My friend, you know what? Listen, my friend sent me a text today. My friend sent me.
What was this question?
Do you think Sancho starts tomorrow? Sancho?
No way. No, I think Southgate. I actually think Southgate is going to be so stubborn that he's going to bench Grealish and Saka and bring back Mount and Foden.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I feel like that's what he's going to do.
I'm going to riot.
I'm gonna laugh.
I feel like he's going to go with, you know how he always talks, like the lineup that he trusts. That's what he's going to go for.
Basically, McFred.
Yeah, basically McFred. Yeah, literally.
We already know
what he trusts.
Yeah. We already know. So I got a text message from today, and he's somebody who hates England, and he said, "Watch Rudiger. Watch my boy Rudiger take a big chunk out of that horse. That is Harry Kane tomorrow." That's what he said to me.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, we will see. But Aaron, I want to go to you here, right?
Yes.
We all know, watching these 2 last. The knockout, since the knockout started, the bench has a lot to impact, a lot to say in the direction of every game. So, who are the changes that your manager needs to make tomorrow to win Germany the game if the game's tight and it's 70 minutes? Who do they bring on the bench? Who know that is German ballers that can come on and get activated ASAP and win Germany the game?
So if things get sticky and you have to bring on people from the bench to make a difference, you definitely bring on Werner because his pace can always be a danger. You definitely bring on Sane, even though he's been getting a lot of criticism from the German media. Actually, Mehmet Scholl, for those who remember Mehmet Scholl, he gave him a lot of criticism, a bit too much. It was to the point where, because he called him an imposter, he called him a joke and all these things, to the point where Stefan Effenberg had to come out and publicly back Sane and go against his old teammate and be like, yo, Mehmet, you need to chill. You need to chill out because you've got to remember, Sane came back from he tore his ACL or something at Man City. Still got the move to Bayern, but even at Bayern, he was still trying to find his form slowly. And this is only his second major tournament with Germany. His first one was in 2016. He missed out in 2018, which played a huge part on his mental side.
Yeah, of course.
He was expected to, because he won the league with Man City that year.
Yeah. And he was on fire. He was brilliant.
He was on fire. I think he won Young Player of the Year that season as well. So to win Young Player of the Season, to win the league and not go to the World Cup, that must have been hard for him.
Yeah, it was painful.
It was painful. So for Mehmet Scholl to come out and call him a joke and call him an imposter and all these things, I feel like it was a bit too harsh, man. And I was happy that Effenberg came out and publicly backed Sane. So
I'm going to agree with you here. I'm going to agree with you, Aaron. I watched the Deutsche Welle. Deutsche Welle is the equivalent to the BBC World Service.
You know about the Deutsche Welle? Oh, that's
sick. I did an internship at Deutsche Welle, bro, when I lived in Bonn.
That's sick, man. That's sick.
Yeah. So big up to Deutsche Welle. But I'm telling you now, I thought what Mehmet Scholl said was out of order. It's specifically blaming Sane for the Austria 2-1 goal, where all of the guys, the defense was nowhere to be seen. The keeper was nowhere to be seen. The keeper was doing Superman. And I'm like, no, nobody, Irfan has not played that Superman, Black Coffee Superman. Superman, will you be my Superman? Yeah, you know what I mean? Because the Irfan is not DJ that track. He's not putting a track on where you going, Neuer.
Yeah.
Neuer's coming out like Superman. And they blame Sane. I'm like...
Because if anything, Sane, because Sane was on... He was on the guy that scored. I think it was Schaefer or something. He was on the guy. He was trying to track back. He was trying to help out. So to blame him for that bad performance, even though we drew 2-2, I feel like it was just out of order, man. And I like Mehmet Scholl.
I never thought I'd hear the day where I'm saying Pickford over Neuer so far. I'm not gonna lie. Neuer's been suspect so far.
Lambs, retract everything you said. You've just put the kiss of death on it. Pickford, the real Pickford is gonna stand up tomorrow and literally throw one in the goal. That's what he's gonna do tomorrow. That's what he's going to do tomorrow.
Let's hope Pickford doesn't turn into Dubravka tomorrow. Because
all I'm saying to you is this, right? Germany's older players, when Germany do bad, only criticize the German players who have ethnic minority German players. I've seen this before, Aaron. I've seen it with Ursel. I've seen it with Kira. I've seen this episode. Every time Germany do badly, it's always to blame the ethnic. White privilege in the German team is real. It's real out here, people.
And I just talked about it. I just talked about it on another channel with Matisse, one of my friends, and I said that the criticism that Sane is getting now in Germany is the same criticism that Özil was getting. The body language. He looks like he's not interested. And I'm just like, like certain players, it's not like they don't want to try. It's just the way they are. Like Zidane didn't always look like he was trying hard. No, he just looked elegant because that's how he plays. That's how he moves. You see what I mean? Berbatov, those are the kind of players that they just look elegant. That's how they move. Like it might look like they're not interested, but they'll do that one piece of magic and you'll be like, rah. Yeah, I didn't know you could do this. So I just feel like the German press and just people in general have to chill out. Not just with Sane, it can be with anyone else. Because I know there's a lot of players out there where people say, "Oh, it looks like he's not interested." Look, it's not about what it looks like. Because at the end of the day, if a player delivers, he delivers, regardless of what it looks like.
To me, it's a young player cutting some slack, guys. There's over 50 of you in here. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I just want to go ask you the last question, Aaron, before I open it up to the panel. Do you think England should match the formation? Because I think we've all agreed that Kimmich, your two wing-backs are the danger tomorrow. Your two wing-backs are the danger. So do you think we should, right, tomorrow, match them and try to stop you? Because obviously you're going to have most of them. We already know. You're going to have majority of possession. In every game that you've played, you've dominated the possession. You're technically the way. And is Gundogan, is it Goretzka or Gundogan? Is Goretzka going to start tomorrow or is Gundogan going to come back? Because Gundogan has been carrying a bit of an injury. Yeah. And Muller's been carrying injury. So tell us on the fitness of the German players. Also, and do you think we should match you in terms of stopping the wing-backs? Because I believe if you let the German wing-backs go, good night, Vienna.
If you try to match our formation tomorrow, you'll get punished heavily. That could be the worst thing you can do tomorrow. Just revert back to a back four. Go with a 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3 if you like, but do not play 3 centre backs because you'll get punished. That's one. Two, I think Goretzka's going to start. I think Gundogan's going to be on the bench because of that little head injury he picked up, and also because Goretzka, the 2 matches he came on, obviously the first one he had a bit of a good spell, and then the second one he scored. So I feel like Jogi Löw is going to go with Goretzka in midfield tomorrow. I think our midfield, obviously the back 3 is going to be Rudiger, Ginter and Hummels. And then we've got the 2 wing backs in Gosens on the left and Kimmich on the right. In midfield is going to be Goretzka and Kroos, with Kroos being the guy who's a bit more
deeper,
like screening. He's deeper, dictating the play, and Goretzka's going to be the one who will do the work in midfield. But when it's time to attack, he'll be the one driving forward as well and getting into the box. And then up front,
give him a nickname, please. Arnie Goretzka, Arnie Schwarzenegger Goretzka.
Yeah, because that I still don't get that transformation, bro. I don't know what they.
Aaron, tell the story. Just tell the story quickly.
I don't know, because when he first went to Bayern Munich, he was mad skinny, bro. This young kid coming from Schalke on a free, living his dream. And within 1 season and a half, he went from this to this. Like, if you look at him now, the guy looks like a bodybuilder, bro. It's mad. It's crazy.
Middleweight boxer.
I don't know what they feed these players at Bayern Munich, but it seems to work. So yeah. And up front, I think Gnabry's going to play in that 9 position again, which I don't really like. I feel like he's more effective off the wings. And then Havertz on the left. What am I saying? I think Muller's going to be on the right. Gnabry's going to be on the left, and Havertz is going to play as a false 9.
Okay. Listen, why do you think if England matches the wing backs, so how do England stop Kimmich and your left back? How do they stop them then if they're not gonna stop them off the pitch? Do you know the reason why I'm saying this? When Liverpool didn't play, Liverpool almost kind of, because Liverpool came to Old Trafford, right, when they were absolutely that German kind of tactic, that 4-3-3, right? But in play, when Liverpool came to Old Trafford on Ollie's first season, when me and you were sitting next to each other at Old Trafford, Man United played with 3 at the back, 5 at the back. And what they did was, because already, to pick up the ball, Henderson used to drop in between Van Dijk and the other brother. What's his name? The one who's also injured, right?
Gomez,
right? And that almost worked as a 3. And then the 2 guys, the 2 fullbacks, bomb on like wing backs for Liverpool. They were the creative source. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer deployed Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw as a wing backs and play 3 in midfield. 3 at the back, because he stopped the source. Your main source of creation in this tournament have been from those 2 guys. So how do you expect England to stop them when they're not meeting them off the pitch? I'm not saying Kimmich. If you give Kimmich time and space 30 yards out from with all the runners that you've got, from midfield running in, if you give him the ball and you stand off him, he's going to absolutely destroy England. So how do you expect England playing 4-3-3 or 4-2-1-3? How do they stop that? How do they stop the wing back?
Because you would have to, if you play a back 4. Actually, no. If you play a back 3 and you place the wing backs on Kimmich and Gosens, you still have a bit of a problem, because Kroos can play those balls straight through the midfield. You know, those cutting passes where someone can come deep like a Havertz, receive it on the half turn, and then just go with hella space in front of him.
Yeah, but I know that. But you've got 2 holding midfield players. England, and they're going to play 2. So they're going to play 5, right? 2, and then going to play 2 up. Or 3 in midfield and then 2 up the pitch. That's how they're going to go. And to me, the idea that England are going to be passive tomorrow and let your wing backs go is good night Vienna of all night. Trust me, England are not good enough defenders. That's why you've got to go up the pitch and meet them before they get into your own half and meet them up the pitch and stop the source there. Then when Germany switch to play in midfield, you have to cope with that. You have to take your chances. But if you get those 2 wing backs going 20 yards, 30 yards. Rachel, what do you think?
I think if you play a 4-2-3-1, you can play against a 3-5 or 3-4-1-2, because when you play, like, he plays a double pivot, right? So usually when you play a double pivot, one of the guys in the double pivot will shift onto one side to help the defense, and they'll overload that area on that side. So say, for example, you play Declan Rice and Phillips. When the ball's on Kimmich's side, Phillips will overload that area. So it will be him, Luke Shaw, and then Raheem Sterling, for example, and they will try to outnumber him on that side. So you can do it with a 4-2-3-1. That's how it works.
Rachel, Portugal tried that in the first half. They had to make changes, right? Portugal tried that. They got absolutely overloaded.
Because they played Budget McFred. They played Carvalho and Pereira,
which was the worst thing.
Yeah,
ever.
they can't progress a football.
But let me tell you something. One thing I've noticed, especially when Kimmich is on the ball, it's not just Cruz who's coming over. It's also the third centre half that overloads on that side.
Yeah,
and
Rudiger.
Plays like a fullback as a part of a three. So there was a light where the problem lies. Germany in this competition have been one of the best overloading teams, especially when they got the wing backs. They overload on one side and they switch the play quickly to the other side.
I agree with Rachel. You have to be careful with who you play in that double pivot, because if you're gonna be silly like the Portugal manager, just play two players who are basically the same player who do the same thing. What's the point? What's the point? Like, playing Carvalho and Danilo was the worst thing ever to do from that manager. Like, they're the same player. They do the same thing.
Exactly. They're literally twins. They're doppelgangers. That's what they are. It's not. And plus, remember, if you play 4-2-3-1, the cam will drop in as well. So if you get Grealish in that situation, if you win the ball back, you want Grealish on the ball as quick as possible.
Yes.
So you can play the 4-2-3-1. If they start playing, say, Declan Rice, Henderson, and Phillips, then the ball progression is literally long balls from Henderson. You don't want that. You want Grealish to get on the ball, turn, and go for it.
Exactly. I think Mount might be in tomorrow. But here we go. We got a quote from Manuel Neuer. Confident as a German, you know what I mean? Convinced we're gonna beat the English. like every German has been telling me. Mo, Aaron came on. I was cutting you off. Before we let you go, bro, tell me what you think. I know you think Ole Gunnar Southgate is a waste man. We already know that. But I want you to put your objective mind on, right? Where do England win the game tomorrow? If for you.
For me, the way they win the game tomorrow, where they win the game, is in defense. They have to be good at defending, close everything down of Germany, and hit them on the counter quick, fast, and try and nick a goal. I don't see any other way they're going to beat Germany. I think, for me, it's either going to be, if they concede the first one, it's going to be 2-3. Because don't forget, Nurdin, they haven't faced an elite team yet. They struggled with, they played well against Croatia first half. Second half, they were average. Scotland, they were average. The last game was against Czech Republic. The one that won 1-0.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they scored one, and I thought, oh, here we go. They're going to steamroll them. What happened? They went back to normal, parked the bus, and hit the counter. Tomorrow, I think, as I said, Maguire needs to be on top of his game tomorrow. He has to be on top of his game tomorrow. So does Stones. Midfield has to be tight, compact, and they have to release the ball fast. Quick, fast, and hopefully Harry Kane can get a goal or Sterling can get a goal. Other than that, I can't see them beating them. I just can't.
I honestly think, even just from the last game, we saw how missed Harry Maguire was in that defense. We saw how much stable it looked, how much more stable it looked. Him being included than before. Don't get me wrong, I thought Mings did a decent enough job, but it looks so much more stable, and the ball gets pushed forward so much more often. I've noticed Harry Maguire in the back than without him.
Yeah. Guys,
his ball playing ability is underrated, Harry Maguire.
Yeah.
But you have to be careful with the way he drives the ball out from defense and then looks for, because if you lose the ball there, when Germany switch and go on a counter attack,
you're done. Yeah, dangerous.
Have to be very careful because he does it well, but you have to be careful to not lose the ball.
Yeah.
Instead of England being victorious, if Maguire does that tomorrow, we will be with our French neighbours. We'll be cuddling our French neighbours. You know what I mean? Come on, France will be like, come on, get in. It's all right. Come on, get in.
These are United players to go out so they can rest, remember? The big brain play, Meriden. The big brain play.
Yo, Rachel already said that, made that in the comments already. But guys, Irfan, I'm going to go to you. In your objective mind, can you see England winning this game tomorrow?
such a difficult one to call. It's so difficult. I keep changing. People ask him. I keep changing my mind. I do think probably 60% likely Germany going to win, 40% likely England going to win.
Okay.
Somewhere around there.
What about the Austria-Sweden? Who do you think is going to... sorry, Sweden against Ukraine, not Austria. Austria, Vienna.
Guys, I'm going to have to leave you, yeah? I'm going to have to leave.
Thank you so much for coming
See you
on, bro.
later.
Thank you for having me on.
Listen, after tomorrow, you need to get in touch. We need to talk about the knockouts. We need to talk about the quarterfinals.
I'll come to yours on Thursday because tomorrow I'm going to London because I'm going to be on Robbie's channel.
Let's do it, bro. Let's do it. Peace.
All right, cool. Peace, brother. Peace.
See you later.
Bye, everyone. See you later.
Bye.
Aaron, no, before you go, Aaron, what
Yeah.
score? What score? Give us your score.
Scoreline for tomorrow. Listen, I'm German. I'm confident, so I'm gonna beat the English tomorrow. 2-1 Germany.
Can you say that in German? Can you say that in German so I can clip it up when we smash it?
You want me to say it in German so you can clip it? All right, cool. One sec. So what did I say? 2-1. Okay, ich bin sehr, sehr zuverlässig für morgen. Also ich glaube, wir werden die Engländer 2-1 besiegen.
Lyrics, babe.
That's a lot of words to say 2-1 Germany.
Yeah.
I know, yeah, because German, like, we put a lot of words in one sentence just to say a short thing. So yeah.
Wow.
Love that.
Respect everyone. Peace.
Aaron.
Later.
Love everyone.
Bye.
I was literally just thinking, if someone literally put a gun to my head and was like, "You got to speak German right now, otherwise you're done," I'll be like, "You best pull that trigger, mate," because I'm
finished.
what?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was just 2-1.
Exactly. That's what
I did German at school. I got an A in German, so I can pick up what he's saying. It's actually an easy language. It's not that difficult. It seems difficult, but it's actually not that difficult.
Oh, really?
German boss for us right now.
It's very logical. It's very logical.
It's very logical.
Yeah. It's very. The German language is very like the Germans. Very a matter of fact. There is no no sugarcoating anything. It's not about, you can't sugarcoat German language. You've got to it's a matter of fact. That's why when my guy in the 1930s was saying things, everybody in German, and you know the rest, because you know the rest. I'm not gonna go into it too much.
No comment.
There's no dilly-dallying in German language, put it that way. No dilly-dally.
It's blunt, straight to the point.
It's there when they heard it. But tomorrow, Ukraine, Sweden.
Again, I mean, I think Sweden are going to do it. I think Sweden have just got a bit too much attacking prowess. I don't think I've seen the Ukraine games. Like, I can't recall them.
They've been a bit up like that, but it's a very young team.
They haven't left any impression on me. So
Shevchenko, one of the great strikers. One of the great strikers. Talk about
for Milan, yeah.
For Milan. And for what's the team he played
for? He played for Chelsea as well.
Chelsea. Yeah, but the team he played.
Don't speak about the Chelsea one.
No, let's not talk about the Chelsea because Jose murdered him. Jose, it was another. You know what? Murder She Wrote. Murder She Jose. That's what it was. That's what that was, mate. You look at a Murder She Jose, right? Murder She Jose. Right? Murder Jose is how many players he's killed. Salah, De Bruyne, Shevchenko. The list goes on. The list goes on and on, right? He played. Who's the team in Ukraine he played for? Because the first time I ever saw him, I saw him and his striking partner, and they played Dynamo Kiev. That's what I'm talking about. No matter. 369. Big up yourself. Dynamo Kiev. I remember before Shevchenko, young player. Who was the other striker that played with him that played for Tottenham? I'm sure did he play for Tottenham? I'm sure he did. I'm sure he came to the Premier League. But those two in the Champions League, I was like, Dynamo Kiev. Oh my gosh. And then straight away, Milan snaps him up. Next minute, he is an absolute baller. So as a manager, Irfan, he doesn't look that old from when he was playing for Milan.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
He looks so young. It's unbelievable.
Just like young.
That's it. You know what?
I remember Rebrov.
Yeah, it's Rebrov. It's Rebrov.
Rebrov. Listen, get Rachel and Lambs. Get on YouTube. Yeah, type in Dynamo Kiev and just watch Rebrov and Shevchenko.
I used to watch him at Spurs. He wasn't all that at Spurs, but yeah.
Watch that strike partnership in the Champions League for Dynamo Kiev. Murder.
Yeah, it was a very, very good team.
Listen, forget they were sending man to different places. Forget to the shops. They were sending man to specialized shops to get all the shopping done. That's what was happening. They were sitting people down. Their combination play between both, oh my God, next level. But Shevchenko went on to have an amazing career at AC Milan before Jose murdered him. Before he became part of that long list of casualties that Jose absolutely destroyed. But Lambs, I'll go to you tomorrow. England, what score? Irfan chickened out. What score do you reckon?
Oh, do you know what? I do understand where Irfan's coming from, so I feel exactly how he feels.
Sitting on the fence on this channel.
I don't want to go against us, but Southgate, man.
Ole Gunnar, thank you. Ole Gunnar Southgate. Come on now.
Okay, I can see a draw. And possibly extra time. And okay, if it goes to extra time, we might win. If it goes to pens, we lose.
Okay, Mo, what score do you think tomorrow?
It's either gonna be. I'm gonna go 3-1.
3-1. Okay,
Germany.
3-1 Germany. What about the Ukraine and Sweden game?
2-1 Ukraine.
I'm gonna go for Ukraine as well. Rachel.
2-1 for both Germany and Sweden.
Woo! Let's see. Irfan, you still sitting on the fence, or you gonna come out and say?
No, you mean the result in the game?
Yes.
Yeah, I do think a sort of 2-1, 3-1 Germany win. I do think they're going to win.
Okay. I personally think England are going to win tomorrow. I just got that feeling. It could be all wrong. I said Holland were going to go out. I thought Portugal were going to beat Belgium, but I was wrong. It was an absolute dread for the game anyway.
That's horrendous.
People's memory. But Belgium went through. Today I said Spain were going to win, and I completely, like everybody else, got the Swiss-France game wrong. So I'm going for Ukraine and England to do, but especially England, Ole Gunnar Southgate to silence the nation tomorrow. And it's going to be absolutely Hancocky all over town everywhere. I'm telling you. It's all going off Hancocky.
I think Gnabry is due a spectacular game. I got a feeling, the more I think about it, he's going to come to the party tomorrow.
That expression always says, Harry Kane cocaine is going to absolutely turn up tomorrow night. I think he's going to. The biggest thing I don't want tomorrow is I don't want a red card to spoil the game. I just want a really good referee, and I want the Turkish referee today in Spain in the Spanish game was absolutely superb. I absolutely hate him and despise him. I have never forgiven him for sending Nani off at Real Madrid when we were absolutely battering them, right? And it was 1-1, and Real Madrid then beat us 2-1, Ronaldo scoring, of course. But I've never forgiven him, but today I thought he had a fantastic refereeing decisions. I thought he was brilliant. And I thought
the referees have been very good.
I thought the Argentinian referee today was good as well.
He was very good as well. Very good.
He's got to be said. But guys, it's almost 2 hours. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you all of you so much. Therapy Army, your knowledge is absolute class A. Forget about Harry class A. Your knowledge is class A. Big up to every one of you. Big up to all of the callers, people like Malcolm. Big up man like Jerry. Big up all of the people, brother. Yes. Big up to everybody, every one of you. Big up to the brother from Ethiopia who rang in East Africa in a house. Big up to every one of you, Man United. Big up to every one of you guys who called in. It's been an absolute pleasure. Bloody hell, football, eh? That's Fergie. That's a Fergie quote. Bloody hell, football. That is what it is. And today we were absolutely blessed. I'm so high. I'm not going to be able to sleep now. I've got a dog sit tomorrow. I've been dog sitting all weekend. I've got to call everybody's just getting me to dog sit and all that. Take their dogs for a walk. I'm not going to be able to sleep because I'm too hyped. I'm too.
I love it. Like, I don't know what Nordine's going to do for the next couple of hours while he tries to get to sleep.
I'm not. All I know is that I cracked it quickly because I put the timer on here to start the stream at 10:40. It was nearly 10:50 when the last penalty was scored. So I had to quickly jump on here to start the show. So it's been an absolute surreal night. absolutely beautiful. Anybody who hates football in your family or your friends or any of your partners, you gotta tell them tonight. This is how you get high. People like me.
Pray for them. Let's pray for them. Let's pray for them, people. They need prayer.
Trust me.
Yeah, imagine watching Love Island over this.
You know what? Pray for them. Pray for them. Help them. Exactly.
And they're all dead good on there as well. No one's attractive. Unacceptable. No, I'm not joking. I've seen their pictures, you know. I've seen their pictures. What is that?
It's crazy.
The next one, the next guest's gonna be Matt Hancock.
Man, you know what? I said, honestly, I was talking about it yesterday or the other night, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I had a dream that it was Matt Hancock that was leading the England team onto the pitch at Wembley against Germany.
Yeah.
And
the game behind there.
The whole stadium was pointing and laughing at him. And then I woke up, I was like, of course, that only can appear in my deluded, dreamy head. Only I can dream of stuff like that. Anyway, all I'm saying that somebody absolutely teed Hancock up. Because I thought it was in a hotel or at a conference. It was in his own office. He didn't even see the camera in his own office. What does that tell you? Hancock. All I can say to you is there's nowhere for you to hide, my friend. Nowhere.
Hide your wives, your girlfriends, anybody from this man. Do not approach this man.
I swear, offside rule has just like invaded Nuruddin's channel.
I think it is. I think I've been taking over. But guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Please let them know where they can find you. Go in Irfan.
Only on Twitter, but you only see politics. You won't find any football.
Okay. There we go. And you can find him on the channel United Real Therapy, one of the original people in here. Lambs, let them know where they can find you.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can find me here sometimes as well, innit? Whenever Nuruddin welcomes me, you'll find me in the Offside Rule with Rachel. I know we've skipped a couple episodes, but I think we are looking to do a special this week at some point, so make sure you tune into that. I'm on Never a Foul. I'm on GNA TV. Have my own channel, Lambs Reacts. You can find me on Twitter, on Instagram, Lami Elmed, on Football Terrace, Midnight Vibes. So we're back on Wednesday to review the knockout stages. I'm just here, there, and goddamn everywhere, really.
Everywhere.
Exactly. Rachel, let them know where they can find you.
She's a YouTube whore. Love that. Yeah.
We to be fair, we all are. We're all are. No shame in that. We all are.
It's true. Yeah, you can find me on the First XI YouTube channel, and obviously you can find me here more or less every day now. Mm-hmm. So I'm part of Nuruddin's world now. So cheers for that, Nuruddin. Thank you.
Therapy army, people. Therapy. Yeah. And please, I want you to head over, follow Lambs, follow Irfan, and make sure it's one of my favorite channels on YouTube, actually. First 11 Excite. People, when you get off on here, please go and give them a subscribe, because the apps you thought that we went a bit too far with Hancock. We went a bit too far, right? It absolutely goes off. Please let them know the show that you and Lambs do, Rachel.
Oh yeah, it's the Offside Rule. Yeah, that. See, Lambs is already laughing because she knows what it's like.
Did you see what it was in China that clipped that bit up and put it on Twitter? He had to catch that bit as well, and I was just like, oh god.
Oh no, I did that, to be fair.
It was one
of you two. It was one of you two United fans.
That was so...
But that is literally what our streams are like, honestly.
Listen, all I'm saying to you, the wine is flowing, the beer is going, and everything goes. Everything goes. It's absolutely. It must come with parental guidance. That's all I'm saying. That channel becomes with parental guidance. But Irfan, follow Irfan on Twitter, Irfan Rainey, music. Man, he's the man to get in touch with. And Mo07. Mo07, is he on Insta? Are you on Insta? Are you big on Insta, Mo? You and
No. I've only got a couple of followers. You can find me here whenever Nuruddin has a phone show. You can always find me here. Big up to every one of you guys. It's been an absolute blast today.
That's why the show has gone on for 2 hours. But I'm sorry, people want it. People were here. We had to carry on. And it's probably the longest show that we've ever done. But after that day today, we have to come on here and we have to go, what do we watch? What did we see? You know what I mean? Too. We have to, like, honestly, I was like, what am I watching? Can somebody please pinch me? Especially when they equalized, when Croatia equalized, I was like, Croatia are gonna win this. They're gonna win this. And the whistle saved Spain. The final whistle saved Spain. There you go. Man, like Interpol. You know what? I'm gonna report you to Interpol. Forget about Interpol. I'm reporting you to Interpol with your comments, honestly. But big up to every one of you guys. Thank you so much, Therapy Army. You're all part of it. We've had a calling show. I like people who are doing a podentry, like Rachel, Lambs, Irfan, to mix and blend with callers, regulars who are regulars on this show, because we're all a community. Everybody has their opinion, and I love that tonight. And big up Aaron, Mr. Aaron UTD. It's the road to 20,000. So please go and give him a follow on his channel and check him out on Twitter as well, on Insta. But anyway, peace, love, light. I love this game. I love this game. And we love this game, because this game, people, is magic. It's absolute magic. And nobody can predict it. That's why we love it. England, I'm not going to say it, but come on. Come on, Ole Gunnar. Come on, Ole Gunnar. Come on, lad. Come on. Silence the nation tomorrow. All the doubters, Lambs, Rachel, Irfan, man like Mo, silence them. Peace.
See you later.